So you're all very welcome to the class again this evening. The structure of the class will be similar. Today we'll be working into opening up the hips. Some of them will be quite intense hip stretches, so just be wary of that. Try and breathe through it. Another thing is when we do the sun salutations, rather than me saying bend your elbows, lowering your body towards the ground, it's a bit of a mouthful for me. So I'm going to say chaturanga from now on. That's the actual way you're supposed to say it. It's good for you to be aware of that as well, in case you ever go to a yoga class and you're wondering what chaturanga means. Chaturanga means bending your elbows, lowering your body towards the ground. So with that, we'll get started. If you'd like to come into the opening Shavasana, lying back onto your mats, feet out to the edge of your mat, gently lie back, drawing your arms away from your body. Your palms are facing upwards. Completely relax your entire body, scanning from the soles of your feet, through your legs, through your upper body, your neck, through the crown of your head. Recognizing all the areas of your back body that make contact with your mat, and feeling the support of the earth beneath you. Placing both of your hands over your belly button. Breathe deeply into your belly, feeling the rise of your belly, and exhaling, feeling your belly button draw towards your spine. Inhaling, feeling your belly rising as it fills with air. And exhaling, feeling your stomach relax. You can now move your hands to your rib cage, just below your chest. Inhaling into your belly, up into your rib cage, feeling your chest expand. And exhaling, relaxing your chest, relaxing your belly. Inhaling again deeply into your belly, up into your chest, feeling the expansion of your rib cage, and exhaling, relaxing your chest, relaxing your stomach. You can now move your hands, placing your fingertips on your collarbones. Inhaling from your belly, up into your chest, up into your shoulders, lengthening your breath, and exhaling, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your chest, relaxing your belly. Continue to lengthen your breath, Breathing into your belly, up into your chest, into your shoulders. You can place the palms of your hands back on the floor, away from your body, as we move into silence. Focusing on creating length to your breath. Bring your awareness back to your body, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, moving your hands and feet. Gently move your head from side to side, resting your head back at center. Keeping your legs extended, join your heels on your mat and reach your arms over your head, pointing your toes, extending through your fingertips, and exhale, release. Bend your knees and roll over to your right hand side, making a cushion with your hand. And gently extend your left leg, keeping your eyes closed. Push up to a comfortable seated position at the front of your mat. Drawing your hands together at heart center, taking a moment to set an intention for your practice. It might be to de-stress. It might be to become more flexible. With that intention in mind, power your head towards your hands, open your eyes. Namaste. To begin today's warm-up, we're going to work into the shoulders. So placing the palms of your hands on the tops of your shoulders, make circles with your elbows, forward circular motions, gradually making the circles wider, softening the tops of your shoulders, and the other direction, connecting to your breath, And exhale, you can release your hands back down. We're going to move into a spinal twist. So placing your left hand behind your back, place your right arm across your left knee. On an inhale, extend your spine, lifting up through the crown of your head. And exhale, twist out to the left. Inhale, extend. Exhale, twist. Inhale, extending. And exhale, twist. You can look over your left shoulder. And gradually coming back round to center. Place your right hand behind your back. Place your left arm across your right knee. On an inhale, extend your spine, lifting out through the crown of your head. And exhale, twist out to the right. Inhale, extend. Exhale, twist. Inhale, extend, lifting up through the crown of your head. And exhale, twist. Feeling a nice twist to your spine. Gently come back round to center. We're now going to move into gate pose. So kneeling on your mat. Shift your right leg out to the side. Your heel is resting on your mat with your toes facing forward. Placing your left arm, left hand a foot away from your left knee. Inhale, extending your right arm over your head, opening your chest towards the ceiling. Lengthening your side body, connecting to your breath. And inhale, slowly come up, place your right hand on your right knee and extend out through your left fingertips. Lifting from your side body, extending through your fingertips. As you exhale, release your hand back down to your mat and extend your right arm over your head, spiraling your chest towards the sky. And inhale, you can slowly come up, join your right knee in to meet your left knee. We repeat that on the other side. So shifting your left leg out to the side, your toes are facing forward. Place your right hand a foot away from your right knee and extend through your left fingertips, spiraling your chest towards the sky, connecting to your breath as you extend through your fingertips. And inhale, slowly come up, place your left hand on your left knee and extend through your right fingertips, lengthening through your fingertips. And exhale, release your hand back down, raising your left arm over your head as you spiral your chest towards the sky, engaging the outer edge of your left foot. And inhale, you can slowly come up, coming into tabletop, sweeping your legs behind you. The palms of your hands are at the front of your mat. Your knees are tracking under your hips. We're going to come into a cat-cow. So on an inhale, dropping your belly, lifting your tailbone, opening your chest. Exhale, lifting your spine, dropping your tailbone, drawing your chin towards your chest, engaging your fingertips on your mat, imagining you're pushing the floor away from you. And inhale, dropping your belly, opening your chest, lifting your tailbone. And exhale, lifting your spine, dropping your tailbone, chin to chest, drawing your belly button towards your spine, pushing the floor away from you, and exhale, coming back into tabletop. From here, extend your left leg straight out behind you and extend your right arm in front of you. You can stay here or gently lift your left leg off your mat, pushing through your left heel, extending through your right fingertips, drawing your belly button towards your spine, and exhale. You can slowly drop your knee back down and your hand. We'll repeat that on the other side. So extending your right leg out behind you, extending your left arm out in front of you. Gently lift your right foot off your mat, extending through your fingertips, pushing through your heel, drawing your belly button towards your spine, connecting to your breath, and exhale, release. We're going to move into extended child's pose. So joining your big toes on your mat, shifting your knees out to the edge of your mat, sit your bum in towards your heels, extending your arms out ahead as you melt your chest and forehead towards your mat. Engage all 10 fingertips on your mat. And keeping your fingertips engaged, draw your bum towards your heels, feeling a nice stretch to your spine. Softening your upper thighs. And inhale, slowly coming back up to tabletop. Tucking your toes. And gently, keeping your knees bent, lift your hips, coming into downward facing dog. The first downward dog of class, pedaling your feet to stretch your calves and your hamstrings. Pushing into all 10 fingertips. Imagining you're pushing the floor away from you. Connecting to your breath. Gently walking your feet towards your hands at the front of your mat and keeping your knees bent, fold forward over your knees, completely surrendering the crown of your head towards your mat, grabbing opposite elbows with your hands, connecting to your breath, feeling a nice release on your lower back, and gently keeping your knees bent, come to a standing position at the front of your mat. We're now going to move on to the sun salutations. So we'll do 2 rounds of sun salutation A. Remembering that chaturanga means bending your elbows to lower your body towards the ground. Feet together at the front of your mat. Engage your quadriceps. Drop your tailbone. Your spine is straight. Connect to your breath. On an inhale, raise your arms, reaching out through your fingertips. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, palms on your shins, opening your chest. Exhale, palms down at the front of your mat. Step your left and right foot back. Lower your knees and keeping your hips in the air, lower your chest and chin towards your mat. On an inhale, push your chest forward, keeping your elbows bent. coming into low cobra. And exhale, moving through tabletop, tucking your toes, lifting your hips, coming into downward dog. Imagining you're pushing the floor away from you as you hug your shoulder blades together, lifting your sit bones towards the ceiling, connecting to your breath, looking between your palms. On an inhale, step your right and left foot forward to the front of your mat, coming into a halfway lift, palms on your shins, lengthening your spine. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, raise your arms, reaching out through your fingertips. And exhale, you can release your hands back down. Take a deep breath. We're now going to do another round of Sun Salutation A, slightly more advanced. So standing in mountain pose, quadriceps engaged, shoulders rolling back and down your spine, energy through the crown of your head. On an inhale, raise your arms, joining your palms above your head, looking towards your thumbs. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening your spine through the crown of your head. Exhale, palms down. You can step or jump your feet back. Chaturanga, bending your elbows. On an inhale, opening your chest, upward dog. And exhale, lifting your hips, coming into downward dog. Engaging your fingertips on your mat. Lifting your sit bones as you draw your heels towards your mat. Connecting to your breath. Looking between your palms. On an inhale, step your right and left foot forward to the front of your mat, coming into a halfway lift, opening your chest, lengthening your spine. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, raise your arms, joining your palms above your head, looking towards your thumbs. And exhale, you can release your hands back down. Take a deep breath. We're now going to move into Sun Salutation B. So everyone together, standing in mountain pose. Quadriceps engaged. On an inhale, bend your knees, sweep your fingers along the mat, raising your arms, coming into chair pose. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening your spine, opening your chest. Exhale, palms down. You can step or jump your feet back. Chaturanga, bending your elbows. On an inhale, opening your chest, lengthening your arms, upward dog. And exhale, lifting your hips, downward dog. Connecting to your breath here. On an inhale, step your right foot between your palms so your ankle and knee is in line. Your back heel is lifted. As you inhale, raise your arms, coming into warrior one. Imagining your inner thighs are hugging together, reaching out through your fingertips, keeping your left leg engaged. As you exhale, release your palms back down, framing your right foot. Step your right foot back to meet your left foot. Bending your elbows, chaturanga. On an inhale, opening your chest, upward dog. And exhale, lifting your hips, coming into downward dog. Connecting to your breath. As you inhale, step your right foot between your palms at the front of your mat. Your right ankle and knee is in line. Your right leg is straight and engaged. As you inhale, raise your arms, coming into warrior one. Keep your right leg straight and engaged. Imagining your inner thighs are hugging together. Softening the tops of your shoulders. As you exhale, release your palms back down, framing your left foot. Step your left foot back to meet your right foot. Chaturanga, bending your elbows. On an inhale, opening your chest, upward facing dog. And exhale, lifting your hips, coming into downward facing dog. Lifting your sit bones towards the ceiling. Engaging your fingertips on your mat. Imagining you're pushing the floor away from you. On an inhale, step your right and left foot forward to the front of your mat, coming into a halfway lift, opening your chest, lengthening your spine. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, bend your knees, sweep your fingers along your mat, raising your arms, coming into chair pose. And exhale, release, coming to a standing position on your mat. Connecting to your breath. And when you're ready, you can move your mat or your camera, as I'll be cueing the next few positions from here. And when you're ready, come to a wide-legged stance on your mat, with your feet facing forward. From here, turn your right foot out 90 degrees, turning your left heel in 5 degrees, raising your arms to shoulder level, grounding into both feet, your foundation of the posture. As you inhale, leaning out to your right hand side, reaching out through your fingertips, and exhale, fold over a bent or straight right knee, placing your hand on your knee, shin, or ankle, and twisting your upper body towards the sky. Remembering to ground into both of your feet. Energy out through your left fingertips. Breathing in and out through your nose. And inhale, come halfway up and bend into that right knee. So your ankle and knee is in line. Again, grounding into both your feet. Place your right forearm on top of your right knee and extend out through your left fingertips, opening your chest towards the sky, coming into side angle pose, lengthening through your fingertips as you twist your torso towards the ceiling. And inhale, you can slowly come up, turn that right heel in. Take a deep breath. We're going to repeat that on the other side. So turning your left heel out 90 degrees, your right heel in 5 degrees, arms to shoulder level. Again, grounding down into both feet, your foundation. As you inhale, leaning out your left hand side, reaching out through your fingertips, and exhale, fold over your left knee, placing your hand on your knee, shin or ankle, as you twist your upper body towards the sky, reaching out through your right fingertips, grounding down into both feet, feeling a nice stretch on your left hamstring and your right hip. As you inhale, slowly come up, bending into that left knee, so your ankle and knee is in line, placing your left forearm on top of your left knee, raising your right arm and spiraling your chest towards the sky. Grounding down into both feet, keeping a bend into your left knee, reaching out through your right fingertips. And inhale, you can slowly come up, turn your left heel in, take a deep breath, in and out through your nose. We're now going to move into Warrior Two. So turning your right heel out 90 degrees, bending into your right knee, so your ankle and knee is in line. Again, grounding into both your feet, raising your arms to shoulder level, and turning your head to focus your gaze over your right middle finger. Energy out through both sets of fingertips, extending your fingertips away from you as you soften the tops of your shoulders. Breathing in and out through your nose. From here, we're going to reverse the warrior. So keeping a bend into your front knee, place your left hand on your back leg and raise your right fingertips up to the sky, coming into peaceful warrior. Extending out through your right fingertips, grounding down into both feet. And inhale, you can slowly come up, turn your right heel in, taking a deep breath. We'll repeat that sequence on the other side. So turning your left heel out 90 degrees, bending into your left knee, so your ankle and knee is in line. Grounding down into both your feet, raising your arms to shoulder level, turning your head to focus your gaze over your left middle finger. Energy out through both sets of fingertips, grounding down into both your feet. Energy through the crown of your head. As you exhale, release your right hand to your back leg, keeping a bend into your left knee, raising your left fingertips up to the sky, coming into peaceful warrior. Really opening your heart towards the sky, grounding down into both your feet. And inhale, you can slowly come up, turn that left heel in, take a deep breath. From here, we're going to move into a wide-legged forward fold. So your feet are wide apart. Your toes are facing forward. From here, turn both your heels slightly in 5 degrees to protect your knees, placing your hands on your hips. Inhale, lift your head, opening your chest, and exhale, fold forward over your knees, bringing the crown of your head towards your mat. You can place the palms of your hands on your mat in line with your heels as you draw the crown of your head towards your mat.
Engaging your quadriceps, feeling a nice stretch on your hamstrings. Imagining your feet as spreading your mat apart. Connecting to your breath. And inhale, you can slowly come back up to standing. Take a deep breath. From here, draw your feet together, and you can move your mat or your camera as I'll be cueing the remaining positions from here. And when you're ready, come to mountain pose at the front of your mat. Keeping your spine straight, energy through the crown of your head, engaging your quadriceps. On an inhale, bend your knees, sweep your fingers along the mat, raising your arms, coming into chair pose, pressing your ankles together, pressing your knees together, dropping your tailbone, feeling activation in your glutes, your hamstrings, and your quads. As you exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening your spine, opening your chest. Exhale, palms down. You can step or jump your feet back. Bending your elbows, chaturanga. On an inhale, opening your chest, upward dog. And exhale, lifting your hip, coming into downward facing dog. Connecting to your breath here. Engaging your fingertips on your mat. On an inhale, step your right foot between your palms at the front of your mat. Your right ankle and knee is in line. Your left leg is straight and engaged. As you raise your arms, coming into warrior one. Imagining your inner thighs are hugging together. Softening the tops of your shoulders. Connecting to your breath. Drawing your hands together at heart center. We're going to shift the weight into our right leg, picking a spot on the floor in front of your mat for balance, raising your left leg out behind you, coming into warrior three. Energy through your left leg, lifting out of your right hip, energy through the crown of your head. From here, bend into your left knee, tipping forward, keeping your balance as you raise your left knee in towards your chest. Connect to your breath. And exhale, you can slowly drop your left leg back down to your mat. Fold forward over your knees. Stepping your left and right foot back and lifting your hips, coming back into downward facing dog. On an inhale, step your left foot between your palms at the front of your mat. Your left ankle and knee is in line. Your right leg is straight and engaged. As you inhale, raise your arms, coming into warrior one. Engaging into both your feet. Imagining your inner thighs are hugging together. From here, drawing your hands together at heart center, picking a spot on the floor for balance, shifting the weight into your left leg, raise your right leg out behind you, coming into warrior three. Energy out through your right leg. Energy through the crown of your head. Connecting to your breath. From here, keeping your balance, bending into that right knee, tipping forwards, drawing that knee forward towards your chest. Staying here for one more breath. And exhale, release that right leg back down. Fold forward, over your knees. Stepping your right and left foot back. Dropping your knees. Coming into tabletop. And from tabletop, we'll move into extended child's pose by drawing your heels, drawing your bum towards your heels, extending your arms out ahead of you as you melt your chest towards your mat. Those balancing postures create a lot of heat in your body. Embracing that heat, connecting to your breath, breathing in and out through your nose, feeling a nice stretch to your spine. And when you're ready, come to a seated position on your mat, extending your legs out in front of you as we move into the seated asanas. From here, flex your toes towards your shins, pushing through your heels, engaging your quadriceps. On an inhale, raise your arms, reaching out through your fingertips. And exhale, fold forward over your knees, placing your hands on your knees, shins, ankles, or hooking your big toe with your first two fingers. On an inhale, halfway lift, opening your chest. And exhale, fold forward, drawing the crown of your head towards your knees. Engaging your quadriceps, pushing through your heels as you draw your sit bones towards the back of the room to lift out of your lower back. Connecting to your breath, feeling a nice stretch on your hamstrings. And inhale, you can slowly come up. We're now going to move into Baddha Konasana. So your legs are still extended out in front of you. From here, bend your knees, drawing your heels in towards your sit bones. From here, drop both your knees out to the side. You can have a diamond shape here, but the focus is on is to bring your heels in towards your sit bones. On an inhale, we're going to lift up through the crown of our heads, opening our chest, and exhale, fold forward, drawing your chest towards the floor in front of you. Connecting to your breath here, softening your upper thighs, allowing your knees to drop towards the floor. Breathing in and out through your nose. And inhale, you can slowly come up, extending your legs out in front of you. We're now going to move into tabletop. So moving into tabletop, palms of your hands at the front of your mat. Your knees are under your hips. From here, we're going to step our right foot between our palms, extending our left leg out behind us with our left knee and the top of your left foot resting on your mat. From here, we're going to move into a low lunge. So inhaling, raising your arms, And exhaling, sinking into your hips. You can stay here in this version. There's also the option to lift your back heel, drawing it towards your sit bone. And if you can, grabbing your foot and drawing it towards your bum. Remembering to breathe in and out through your nose. Sinking into your hips. And exhale, you can drop your foot back down. From here, moving your hands in line with your hips, we're going to straighten into that front leg by lifting our hips up towards the ceiling. And from here, flexing your toes towards your shins. Feeling a nice stretch on our hamstrings. You can draw the crown of your head towards your knee. Connecting to your breath. Breathing in and out through your nose. And from here, bending into that front knee again, coming into a low lunge. And from here, we're going to incorporate a twist. So drawing your hands together at heart center, hooking your left elbow across your right knee, twisting your spine, sinking your hips towards your mat, feeling a nice stretch on your left hip flexor, and inhale, framing your right foot with your hands, bringing your right foot back to meet your left knee. Connecting to your breath. We'll repeat that little sequence on the other side. So stepping your left foot forward between your palms, so your ankle and knee is in line. Your right leg is extended straight out behind you with your right knee and the top of your right foot resting on your mat. From here, inhale, raise your arms, coming into a low lunge. Again, you can stay here, but there's the option to draw that right heel in towards your sit bone, grabbing the outer edge of your right foot. Energy through the crown of your head, connecting to your breath. As you exhale, release that leg back to your mat. And from here, we're going to walk our hands in line with our hips and straighten our front leg, lifting our hips, flexing our toes towards our shins, feeling a nice stretch on your left hamstring, lifting your hips, drawing the crown of your head towards your knee, connecting to your breath. As you inhale, bending back into that left knee, coming back into a lunge. And from here, drawing your hands together at heart center, hook your right elbow across your left knee, coming into a twist. Softening your hips, feeling a nice stretch on your right hip flexor and your left glute. As you twist a little bit further out to the left. And exhale, you can frame your left foot with your hands, bring your left knee back to meet your right knee, coming back into tabletop. From here, we're going to move into lizard pose. So this time, stepping your right foot outside your right hand on your mat. Again, your left leg is extended straight out behind you with your left knee and the top of your left foot resting on your mat. There's loads of options here. You can stay here, or you can draw your forearms towards your mat. There's also the option to use your right hand to push your right knee out to the side, feeling a nice opening on your hip. In whichever version you're in, connect to your breath, breathing in and out through your nose, feeling a nice opening to your hips. And exhale, you can slowly come up, bringing that right knee back to meet your left knee, coming back into tabletop. We'll repeat lizard on the other side. So stepping your left foot outside your left hand at the front of your mat. Your right leg is extended straight out behind you with the top of your right knee and the top of your right foot resting on your mat. From here, you can stay here with the palms of your hands on your mat, or you can draw your forearms down. There's also the option to use your left hand to push your left knee out to the side to intensify the stretch. In whichever version you're in, connect to your breath. Feeling a nice external rotation to your hip. And exhale. You can bring your left knee back to meet your right knee, coming back into tabletop. We're now going to move into squat pose. So standing on your mats. Your feet are hip distance apart. Energy through the crown of your head. Drawing your hands together at heart center. Turn both your feet out about between 45 and 60 degrees. And from here, bending your knees, opening your hips as you sink your bum in towards your heels. You can lift your heels for stability, but aim on drawing your heels towards your mat. And to intensify the stretch, using your elbows to push your knees apart, lengthening through the crown of your head, softening your upper thighs. You should feel a nice release on your hips after all the hip openers. Just connect to your breath. And from here, pushing through your heels, gently come up to standing. We're now going to move into bridge pose. So sitting on your mat, gently lie back. From here, draw your heels in towards your sit bones. Your feet are about hip distance apart. The palms of your hands are flat on your mat beside your hips. On an inhale, press through your heels to lift your hips towards the ceiling, lifting your chest, rolling each vertebrae off your mat. There's the option to tuck your shoulder blades under your body and interlock your fingers. From here, pushing your hands towards your heels, opening your chest. Pushing through your heels to lift your hips. Connecting to your breath. And exhale, you can slowly release your hips back down. Take a deep breath. From here, we're going to move into shoulder stand. So lying back onto your mat, You can hug your knees in towards your chest. There's always the option to stay here and rock from side to side for a more restorative posture. If you're feeling energized, roll onto your shoulders and lift your feet towards the sky, placing your hands on your lower back for support, focusing on pointing your toes, drawing your chest towards your chin. Just connect to your breath here. And if you're feeling comfortable, keeping your legs straight, drop your feet in behind your head, keeping your hands on your lower back for support. If your legs are still elevated, you can drop your feet to the floor behind you, interlocking your fingers and tucking your shoulder blades under your body as you push your hands away from your body. In this position, you can close your eyes and draw inwards, following your inhales and exhales. And from here, bend your knees and roll vertebrae by vertebrae, dropping your hips and feet back onto your mat. To end class today, we're going to go into Happy Baby, just to release the hips. So drawing your knees in towards your chest, you can place your hands under your knee creases and draw your knees towards your armpits, or you can grab the outer edge of both your feet. Again, drawing your knees towards your armpits, rocking from side to side, feeling a nice release on your hips, connecting to your breath, and gently releasing your feet, coming into the closing Shavasana, drawing your heels out to the edge of your mat. Gently lie back, drawing your arms away from your body with your palms facing upwards. Gently close your eyes and relax your entire body on your mat. I will now guide you through the closing Shavasana, taking this time for yourself to absorb all the benefits of your practice this evening. Relax your toes. Relax the soles of your feet. Relax your heels. Relax your ankles, calves. Relax the back of your knees. Relax your hamstrings. Relax your hips, feeling them open out like a book.
Relax your abdomen. Relax your chest. Relax your fingertips, the palms of your hands, your wrists, relax your elbows, relax your shoulders, feeling them draw away from your ears. Relax your shoulder blades, feeling them slightly apart. Relax your neck. Relax the back of your head. Relax your jaw. Relax your tongue, feeling it fall away from the roof of your mouth. Soften your lips, feeling them slightly apart. Relax the space around your eyes. Relax your eyes, feeling them draw towards the back of your head. Soften your eyebrows. Soften the space between your eyebrows. Relax your forehead. Relax every single hair on the top of your head. Relax your entire body, feeling the support of the earth beneath you. Relax, relax, relax. We will now move into silence for the next 5 minutes. Taking this 5 minutes for yourself out of your day. Recognizing there is great power in the ability to be completely still and silent with yourself. As we move into silence. Bring your awareness back to your body, making any movements that your body would like at this time. You might want to move your hands and feet, wake up your neck. Keeping your legs extended, join your heels and extend your arms over your head, getting a full body stretch. And exhale, release. Gently bend your knees and roll over to your right hand side, making a cushion with your hand. From here, extend your left leg and push up to a comfortable seated position at the front of your mat, keeping your eyes closed. Drawing your hands together at heart center, remembering back to the start of class when you set an intention for your practice this evening. Did your practice achieve this intention? If not, perhaps recognizing something else it fulfilled. Being grateful for your practice. With that sense of gratitude, rubbing your hands together, creating heat, creating energy, drawing your hands over your eyes, blinking your eyes open to the darkness of your palms, drawing your hands away from your eyes, bow your head. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. I'll just unmute you.